Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back for another video. It is time to try the buildings I summoned in the Balrog city here. And they are all doing crazy stuff. So I'm gonna do multiple videos to try them all one by one and compare their damage and their efficiency with the other buildings we currently have in the game. They are fire elements. I'm gonna try them in the campaign and in arena, alright? So for that, I'm going in the engineering and I'm gonna start today with the Balrog city, which is the camp, the mythic camp we have. So basically, yeah, I'm gonna keep the other ones, but I'm not gonna deploy them in battle, alright? So let's get in here. You don't have the fire elements, so I'm gonna compare that with the other buildings that I am having on the account, and we are gonna just basically see how they perform. Keep in mind that I have a lot of levels on every other buildings, just not on the mythical ones. I just had one copy, so they are all level 1. Alright, so I'm gonna take the gold mines. This one, it is giving the same amount of gold as the other camps, by the way. 8 plus 3, sorry, plus 3 here. Exact same amount. I'm not gonna take the towers, just gonna use that building, and I'm gonna stay in the back for now. So let's get in battle. Let's see what it does. So it fires an AoE attack like that every 10 seconds. So when you have a wall, enemies stay inside of the AoE attack and they take a lot of damage, and so it is pretty nice, guys. I'm gonna take a skill. Don't want the enemy to reach my buildings. Gotta take the ricocheting flywheel. The AoE is pretty large, and if we check the damage coming from the building, look at that. 452 million damage coming from the Balrog city already, guys. If you check my skills, it is better than the spinning blade, but I just unlocked that, and it is almost the same as my protagonist skills. It works pretty well, right? And I suppose that it has more HP than the other camps, but there is no way to check that, so I can't confirm that to you. I don't know. But if you're using the other camp, the red one, it has an invincibility for 3 seconds when it should die, so maybe would be better. I am not sure. So let's keep going, guys. Just gonna stay here. I'm gonna try to defeat the birds. By the way, I'm not using a fire team, like I'm using a physical team. I don't know why. Right, that was the second wave. You know what? I'm gonna quit the content and we are gonna retry just to see if a fire team might have more damage with the Balrog city. But look at that, 1 billion damage already with a building only. It looks insanely strong. Yes, of course, now I have already better stats with the skills and stuff like that, but if I had a wall right there to block the enemy's movement, they would be stuck there and it would release more damage, and the more the enemies on the field, the more the damage coming from the camp, right? So let's just exceed the content, guys, and let's just use a full fire team to see if it does more damage. So I'm going there, I'm replacing these heroes, and I'm gonna take Cole, this one in the back and this one in the back. Or no, this one in the back. Yeah, the flame strike is always better than the meteorite. So let's get back in battle and let's retry that. Alright, the camp, 1, mine, and in battle. Just gonna let the building deal some damage for now. Yeah, it is just killing enemies, guys. Alright, let's end the first wave. And look at that, I'm not killing them that fast with my characters, though. If I check here, 1.5 billion already. I told you, this is broken. Yeah, so using a full fire team is increasing the damage of your buildings, of course, if they have the same elements. So let's go back there, upgrade that building, and let's keep going, guys. Gonna stay right there. Use my skills. Freezing ice cycle, I don't care about upgrading my skills after all. Gonna take the meteorite. Alright, the second wave is already over. You remember? 1 billion damage the previous time, on the previous test. Here, 5 billion damage already. I told you, this is absolutely insane. Alright? One more try, guys. One more wave. I'm gonna push that a little bit. I'm gonna stay with that. Alright? Just upgrading the camp. I have my 2 heroes now. Seems to attack only ground units. I don't know if it is prioritizing it or if it can also attack the birds. Yeah, let's switch. Let's take the flame strike. So you have a bigger unit right there. The wolves are all following my protagonist. Let's reset. I'm gonna enhance the meteorite. So check the damage that guy is taking right there. Time to check the damage coming from the building. 10 billion. 10 billion. What is this, by the way? Bone burial ground? What the fuck is that? I don't have it here. Just got the mines. Oh, wait. What the fuck is that? Like, the design of my mines changed. I don't have any building for that. I don't understand. Okay. So now my mines are dealing damage? You know what? We are gonna quit, guys. I'm gonna check that really quickly and we are gonna do another try with a different building, alright? So let's go to the engineering. Let's check that. Bone burial ground. Yeah, this is the workshop. I didn't have any workshop, so this is a bug. But what about that? Every 15 seconds releases blood. Okay, I got the level 1. Turn gold mines on the field into inferno forges. Even when destroyed, they still grant 50% gold income, but they are not dealing any damage at all. So in fact, this is why I have a different design on the mines. It is coming from the camp. Very interesting, guys. So now, same elements, I'm gonna use this one instead. Alright? Every 15 seconds, fire 1 nukes. When about to be destroyed, invincibility for 3 seconds. It is level 1, nuclear commander center damage plus 4% and damage resistance plus 4%. And normally it gives the same amount of gold. So let's configure the building, let's go back in battle and let's retry that, guys. New game, of course. I want to do a new game. So let's unlock the mine. There we go. It's giving the same amount, plus a 3 on the first day. Right, let's get in battle. Alright, nice amount of damage. And it's gonna fire every 10 seconds as well, I guess. And you have the cannon right there. So if you check the building damage, I'm not gonna lie, it is already pretty high, in fact. Reset. Right, it is dead already. Building 774, but I had 1.5 billion with the other one. So yes, of course, the other one is better. But the difference is not huge for now. Let's check over the next waves. I have 4 gold. And I can't upgrade the mines. Alright, let's get in battle. So here, on the previous test, I used all my skills. Watch out! You have an ambush. Kill the birds. Right, I'm not very lucky with the skills right there. It's alright. One more time, it prioritizes the ground units. Okay, let's check the score again. Yeah, look at that. Now it is bad. It is faded away. Comparing to the other buildings, the other camp, this is not doing the same. Clearly not. Right, so let's keep going, guys. Let's enhance that building. So I have the second hero. It's giving me +7. and let's get back in battle. So alright, of course I got the birds. But then, when enemies are getting closer to my camp, it is firing at them. But not that time, it seems like it doesn't attack the birds. Very nice, I got some poison on the building. Got the wolves on me. They destroyed my mine already. Right, let's enhance my protagonist damage. My mines are destroyed. Alright, the elite monster is dead, and now it is time to check the damage, guys. 7 billion, which is not that bad though. And I still have the bone and burial ground. Don't know what it is, guys. Just don't know what it is. Maybe just having the first star level on that building is doing something in battle, even if you're not using the building. Not sure about that. But the score is pretty nice on the nuclear command center, but it is better on the other building, guys. Now it is time to check in PvP. Alright, double the rewards. But it's gonna be very hard to try that in PvP because at the moment the PvP battles last only 1 second, so it is extremely difficult to check that. But whatever. Gonna try to find the same player twice. DJ Raza, he has 5 million more power. He's using a full fire team. Let me check my team. I have a full fire team as well. And I got that skill to control them. These are the buildings I have deployed for now. Just gonna switch the buildings. I'm gonna use this one for now. Should I use the other ones? No. Gonna take the physical one here. Everything that I was using before, so I was using that. Right? So I have this one to change as well. I'm gonna configure this one. This is what I am gonna use, alright? So I have the same configuration as before, so let's get in battle and let's see what can I do against that player here. Without the new camp. He doesn't have any new building, by the way. Seems like I have a bit more HP than him. Alright, I got Godzilla. And let's check the final result, guys. Wasn't expecting to get to win that easy. I was losing before. So this is the damage coming from the buildings. And it is not at the top here. 155 million damage. Alright, it is time to change the camp and you're gonna see the difference, guys. So arena lineup. Just using this one instead. Let's get in battle again. Gonna reset until I find him again. I hope that I will find him very soon. Let me check his position. He's top 9. He should be somewhere right there. Yeah, I have the top 10. Can I have the top 9, please? No. Okay. Come on, show me the top 9. He's just behind me. Top 9, DJ Raza. Alright, with the fire camp, the new one, the mythical camp. Right, I had the fire on the buildings and the units. And he's already dead. Result. Look at the damage coming from the building, dude. 1 billion. 1 billion versus 155 million. Way above with one building only. I told you, the efficiency of the new building is absolutely insane. This is broken in comparison with the rest we had before. And this is probably the best thing to purchase. Like, check my future videos, guys. All the other buildings are all doing the same. They are crazy, guys. This is probably the best place to spend right now in the game. The Balrog city. The best power increase you will have on your account. The best source of damage is coming from that event. So let me know what you think about that in the comment below. Have a very nice day. Take care. And see you in the next video. Bye-bye.